The answer, Mark Watt, is no. No, they in yesterday's game, and you still felt that way. Welcome.
British summertime. The first ball is bowled. And Scotland will take a very gentle single to get the scoreboard moving.
He can accumulate.
Oh, he's bowled him. What a result that is. Ramanchi takes a wicket in the first over. Plays through the shot again in his mind, but the wicket is gone, and that is an early.
Has struck early. Now they've still got their tails up. And then he's just chopped on.
Yeah, went for the cut.
Yeah, just was over the ball. He's absolutely delighted. That's a good.
And again, that looked very hittable indeed. And the first boundary of the afternoon.
One has sat up beautifully for Munsey. And he had no hesitation in pulling that one. Any Dundee a week ago.
That's in the air. Great follow and a remix. The catch. And both Scotland's openers and opening for Nepal.
Well, it's that man again, the Tiger. We talk about how sensational to get back on his feet and get himself there in time. You won't be able to see it on that review me, how he got there. He pretty much fell over, regathered his footing. On strike.
100 wickets now in international cricket for Karen Casey. And Scotland take the single. They're going to come back for the second. They're struggling. And he's gone. Well, it looked a poor decision from here. It was a poor decision. And Scotland wickets are tumbling down.
This is the most unbelievable. It'll be too high from yesterday. Well, it doesn't matter. They are lightning in the field. And they decided to test Lokesh Bam's arm. He was way, way short, was Naylor. They are so quick. There was a bit of a hesitation from... McMullen has been in a really lean run, but he is off the mark now, and he's off the mark with a boundary.
Casey to Namakrath. He does go for the drive there, but it's in there and it's caught. Continue to be in trouble. Rupesh Singh takes an easy catch.
A mistake about it. See him come down, and he didn't have enough on it. Maybe threw the shot just a little bit early.
Yeah, that came off too much. Wicket keeper right up. That's in there, and that is going to come down in the crowd. That is a lovely stroke from Randall McMullen.
Well, it's really encouraging of batting to come yet. Don't worry about that. That's whether or not they can.
That's in there again. Scotland are about to go another wicket down. Well taken by the Scotland, trying to get things moving. Hit through mid-off.
He's as sharp as ever, as are his charges. Mullen just starting to unwind, just getting a top edge, like he was trying to heave that over long on again. No quick runs.
That's just going to be edged away. It will find its way to the boundary.
No. Oh boy. I see thick edge there, and if there'd been a slip in.
And it comes, strokes it away. It's nicely through and all the way to the boundary. So boundary, the start and the end.
Throughout this series.
That was a full toss. And that's going to find its way to the boundary.
He loves to score in the V. Often he goes.
Shani continuing from the Meldrum Gardens end. There's the sweep. Well, he's done it a few times, and that one has found its way through, and the Scottish captain is bowled.
Lamachani back in the wickets again. Picks, and it's the skipper. Scratch now departs, and that one well, it just seemed to skid through on cross. He played well over.
Oh, he's bowled him. What a ball that is. The stump absolutely taken out the ground, and it's a first ball duck for... The stump went flying, and he's back to the...
What a ball to get first up. It's the googly again. Back into the right-hander and sends the off stump flying. That is absolute.
Manchee to continue. There's the sweep, that's a successful one, and it's past the fielder on the boundary.
Someone like Sandy Plumage, Nepal.
Oh, that's close, it's gone. Pitched it beautifully, and Sharif is given out LBW.
He's done it again, he's brought the net Sharif now. And Lamachani keeps taking the wickets again. He brings out the googly. He has been lethal with it today. And they have no answer for it. Straightening.
He's got him. There's a fuller ball, and Jack Jarvis has played across the line. The stumps are hit once more, and it has been an eight. Has netted his fourth wicket.
Well, spinning a web indeed, and Scotland's batters all caught in it. Jarvis, the latest one. He's turning it both ways. They don't know what it's going to do, and then he bowls it full, and he sneaks it under the bat. Maybe pushes it through a little bit quicker, and does.
Who started the bowling will end the bowling, and that is long, it's high, it's over there into the pitches on the far side, and it is a beautiful six, and just the second of the innings for the Scots. He's gone, played on, and Scotland are all out for 96, but in the end he had to carry too much of the inning, and he's the last man to...
Well, you knew he was going to go for this, but Irie, a Tiger angled in, tried to whip it away, and it's just gone straight through him on that occasion.
Kushal Burtell there. It's all 2 overs, 19 runs for the Dutch. And
They only have the best students.
well, they let anybody in sometimes. That is just clipped away. Well, Scotland were well positioned, but that might find its way to the boundary. It has. And there's the small margins which you face.
And the frustration of having slip in and just over the head. So the idea was right. A couple of good shots. They don't have to push things, but they are going to push things. It's in the air and it's over the head of McBride. It's another boundary. I'll have taken...
Right decision here to go for the catch. You've got to try and get wickets down in this one. He throws his arm out, tried to get there. He knew what in it slip. It's clipped round the corner, and that's going to get away from Sharif. And they might be required. He can't stop. And it's a boundary to start.
They need boundaries, and they're not able to. And that is just a nice wristy flick. Valiant dive from McCreath, can't.
Almost 20 overs. That's a lovely shot, pushed away, and that's to the boundary again. That's such a beautiful piece of batting. Scotland continue to try and be aggressive. That one's lifted up. There's a chance it's taken.
Desperately needed it. He was hit for consecutive boundaries, but the next ball, he's just chipped it straight to Munsey. I say straight.
Jarvis in. Bottom! It's a brilliant ball. The stumps go flying. Scotland take their second wicket for 3. Anil Shah heads back to...
What a chance. What? Being carted around. Jack Jarvis in. He just angles the ball in. I think he's beaten him for pace. Rolled his fingers over, takes out.
Oh, it's gone all the way through, and there's no way Mark Watt's going to stop that. To the boundary it goes.
Circumstances you expect some are going to go. No slip in, of course. And that one with a few of them now.
Oh, he's got him! Middle stump, uprooted from the ground. The third wicket falling. The skipper is back to the pavilion having...
To a screeching halt courtesy of Safian Sharif. Knocking flat middle stump. Bang on. That's all they need.
There's a strike. Chasing all the way to the boundary.
For their growth.
That was a very controlled lifted shot. It was never in danger. George Munsey trying to chase it down will get it. The outfield isn't overly slick. It was a beautiful shot and no risk to the batsman.
From Mark Watt.
As he played on, he has. He tried to play it through, didn't get there. Connected with a pad and he's gone.
And it is the end of Bowdell. Watt had something to say. That ball just coming.
And see out Scotland. Need to get rid of one of them. And they have! It's exactly what Scotland needed, just a little edge.
Irie gone, it was just a little feather. I tell you.
21 to win, 29 to come. There's the bowling off, 29's a brilliant catch! Absolutely sensational! Picked out there by Michael Lees.
Today, and he sees off Bashir Ahmed today here. Another look. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. And an extra couple of points for the reaction. How did he get there? He had absolute springs in his...
Over. Michael Lees. Now that is thumped, it's in the air. Sharif tries to come across for it, and he's got it. It stayed in the air a long time, and Michael...
Well, he wasn't going to finish his spell without having another say. Tries to go...
Last over. Well, that's edge, that's going to go all the way for 4. And so...
Oh, and you saw Mark Watt blow his cheeks in frustration. Big side.
It's the right thing to do. There's the hammer. It's up, it's in the air. Naylor is underneath it and he takes the catch. One more.
With McMullen, they brought up fine leg. So the only fielder out there was Liam Naylor. And with only one fielder out there.
His first ball. And it comes, they've pushed it, they've gone for the run. And they've won. They've got through. Scotland came oh so close. It was a wonderful effort from